It is simply amazing how can you just wire your brain in the way that you want. And this can be done through a very simple method. The one that you tell your brain, that the method in which you feed your brain with what you want, but exactly, be concrete. And this means only one thing, that if you don't give your brain what you want and how you want to feed it, then the brain, because it's a machine like that's aiming in every second to solve problems. So when you give your brain better problems to hold you accountable, then your life gets better. Because when you get better problems, well, the quality of life rises. And to be able to do this, it all starts in the mental pathway. Because from a neurobiological perspective, the RAS, the reticular activating system, is a network of modules in the brain that acts like a magnifying glass. Because when you tell your brain, I want that, or I want that looks like that, that acts like that, your brain starts identifying in the environment, in this full of infinite stimulus environment, starts to identify the stimulus and the elements that align with what you fed your brain with. And that's your goal, your aim, your intention, but the conscious one. After you keep repeating to yourself several days in a row the aim and the objective that you want, it starts to get into subconscious mind, which means from the high brain waves, beta, high beta, alpha in a way, it starts to go lower into the theta and delta waves, which means it goes deeper into the RAS, into the reticular activating system, and into the hippocampus, which is the main source for our visual spatial memories. And this is amazing because this whole RAS system started to be investigating scientifically from the red cars experiment, which is like this. We're having a conversation about red cars. Then you go out on the street and suddenly in front of your eyes during the highway, red cars starts to pop out. This is mainly because you fed your brain the information that for you and for yourself and for your brain is very important and highly relevant to identify red cars. The red cars were always on the street, but you didn't notice them because you didn't need to, you didn't want to. It was not relevant to you. So our brain is filtering everything that's happening around us through our senses. And when you align in your brain an objective that you want with your feelings, well, this is when the magic happens. Because this is when your five senses start to identify in the environment that you're living in the things that align with your purpose and with your objective and with your aim. And after a few days of repeating this, it's not conscious anymore. It's also in the unconscious mind, meaning that this information is going to the theta and delta brainwaves, which is slower brainwaves, to actually create that wish that you have, to actually start identifying in the environment the things that you want. Because the RAS is working mainly on the lower brain waves. Have an amazing day.